You're listening to the Down to the Wire podcast. You're a weekly podcast that brings you all things sports and more at St. Genevieve High School. I am your host, Alex Bosler, and today we have a very special guest here. Welcome back to another Down to the Wire podcast. I'm here with one of our state champions. I will let her introduce herself. I'm your host, Alex Bosler, but I'm here with...
I'm Lexi Wolk. I'm a freshman, and I wrestle in the 100-pound weight class.
So, Lexi, I'm just going to jump straight into our first question. Obviously, you're a freshman, but what got you into wrestling in the first place when you were younger?
Well, I would watch my smaller cousins wrestling and older cousins too. And I just remember specifically we were at one gym, and I really just started to watch a lot more than I usually would. And I was like, I want to do that. So then I just got into wrestling from there, really.
I assume you did like middle school as well, right? And
Yeah.
when did you say that was? Like when you were very young, elementary days?
Yeah, it started in like second grade.
Dang, so you've been doing this for you're definitely not no rookie to all this wrestling stuff. How do you kind of stay motivated during like a long season? Obviously, wrestling it goes through all through Christmas break as well. And obviously it's probably like a year-round thing for a lot of people too if you want to be really good. So what keeps you motivated through it all?
Well, I keep my eyes on the goal mostly because I've always had a goal to win a high school state title, so it's been pretty cool.
You're already there.
Yeah, I've been looking forward to that, and I was working at practice to achieve that.
What's something people don't really see about the grind of a wrestling season? Like something that you wouldn't think the normal person would see every day?
Probably like how we eat, because you can't eat really unhealthy. It'll affect how you practice. So it's always choosing the good things to eat over the unhealthy things, mostly.
Yeah, I feel like I've talked to a lot of wrestlers, and I feel like that's usually the one thing they say. They're like, "Oh, I'm hungry all the time," or like sometimes you probably have to. I don't know if this is rare or not, but like eat a lot to make your weight to start like for what the coach wants you to get to. I see a lot of like people cutting weight, but not a lot of like trying to gain weight. And obviously that's something that a lot of people don't know. Like if you don't make your weight, then you can't wrestle. And that's like obviously, especially for like big state tournaments, like you need to make sure you're like hopefully you need to make sure you're underweight because if not, it's like you're done. You'll probably get disqualified as soon.
Yeah.
So that's huge. What do you think was one of your toughest matches this year that you had?
I would say probably my district finals match, because I had previously lost to that girl, and I knew she would probably compete with me at state, but I had to prepare a lot. I've been preparing a lot at practice for wrestling her specifically, and then mentally too, obviously. So probably that one, which I ended up winning, which is nice.
Yeah. What do you think? Like, that's something that I don't know personally, but like, I guess there's like certain stuff you could practice. Like, I assume there's certain moves that people do. Like, can you kind of go into how you can train for like someone individually? Like, because I feel like a lot of people don't know. Like, they just feel like you're wrestling and doing your own thing, even though like you can tell tendencies of people.
Well, so usually, it's a lot easier to do that if you've wrestled them already, because you kind of know what they're going to try to do or not try to do. But you can watch somebody before, like if you're in the same tournament as them, and kind of see what they're going to do. But really, you have to actually wrestle them, and you're like, okay, I know what they're going to try to do. So now I'm going to work to either make this better or to defend this. So.
Yeah, that's interesting you say that because, and sometimes, especially in our state, I know like Coach Bonnell goes everywhere for tournaments and stuff. So like you've probably seen just about every single wrestler. That's almost like everybody that you know is going to be probably competing at the highest level in the state tournament. Like you've probably seen them once or twice before, and like you said, you've probably wrestled against them, which is an advantage for you and the other person. So. When do you think you like truly believed you could win state? Like, did you know at the beginning of the year, like I had a really good shot? Because that's just like I'm in a lower weight class, like I have a good chance. I know I'm a really good wrestler. Or do you think it was more like, hey, like I'm pretty good. Like during the season, you're like, maybe I can actually like do something.
Yeah, I mean, it's always you never really know.
Hmm.
You don't want to like
Look past it and stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I was pretty confident going in because one of the girls that I wrestled in my youth season, who's like nationally good,
Oh wow.
she went up a weight class, so I was like, okay, I can do this. So it was hard, obviously wrestling through the season, but once I was at the state tournament, I felt pretty confident. So.
Yeah. What do you think a state champion means to you? Like obviously you're a freshman, but like how much like pride do you take in being a state champion this early and like keep winning every year will keep you motivated, but like what do you think means being a state champion right now to you?
Well, it just kind of means like all that work I put in through the wrestling season,
Hmm.
it's just worked.
Yeah.
It's finally I've got the reward for
Yeah.
it. So that's always nice to know that you got the outcome that you were really working for.
Hmm. Who do you kind of credit most for helping you get to the point this year? Obviously, you guys have, I mean, I can't even count on my fingers how many coaches you guys have, and that's like just a testament to what Coach Bonnell's done for you guys and like this program and how it starts from when you, like you said, when you were in second grade starting, like that shows real encouragement for people that are starting what they can be. Like you can be a true role model for those people, but who do you think you credit most for helping you get to this point?
Well, obviously besides my coaches, my dad and
Hmm.
Bonnell and all the other coaches, I'd say my teammates a lot too. Like me and Keely have been wrestling for a really long time, and now I get to be on the same team with her.
Hmm.
And I mean, her and Anna are like big sisters to me. So
Yeah.
they're always there, whether I win or lose. They're there
Hmm.
to celebrate
Yeah.
or anything like
Yeah,
that.
and
So.
like you said, Keely and Anna are great
Mhm.
wrestlers, so you guys probably don't lose much, but when you do, you guys are always there for
Mhm.
each other. And that's something that going against each other in practice like obviously you have certain people you go against, but like if building that trust with the teammates that you have is only going to help you when you get to bigger tournaments because they'll be there for you no matter what. What kind of advice would you give younger wrestlers who want to win state at maybe a younger age, but just like what advice would you give them?
I'd probably say for now, since they're little, keep having fun and just going out and competing, like seeing it as like a normal sport and not as
Uh-huh.
something that they need to be like super.
Intense about,
Yeah.
yeah.
But like just working hard at practice is really the easiest thing to do, which is not easy, honestly, but
Yeah.
putting in the work because that'll get you far.
Yeah.
Just putting in the work.
If you keep working you can
Mhm.
really, honestly, you can really do anything because
Yeah.
anything can happen. Like you said, like you never know. Like you went into this season being like, hey, this one girl's really good at my weight, but you said like you said, she went up and then you were like, it almost probably made you more confident probably going into the season because you were like,
Mhm.
okay, like I'm confident in every match, but like I know this girl's really good. But like if
Mhm.
I have that confidence going into the season, being like, hey, I can do this, like it can only encourage you as you keep going. What was going through your mind in like the final seconds of your match? Like were you thinking like late in the match, seeing the clock, were you like, I'm actually about to do
Oh
this, or were
yeah.
you like, please just don't mess up right now? Like I can't.
Mm. No, I was like, I'm about to do this. It's crazy. Like in my match, I have like there's like 3 seconds left, and I just start like circling because yeah, I mean it was so crazy. I was like, oh my goodness, I'm about to win a title. So
Yeah.
it was really cool.
And Miss Staffen pointed this out when we were watching the library, but like some of the best moments are watching you guys like go hug the coaches
Yeah.
at the end because like that's really what it means to like play your sport. Like you guys, all you wrestlers are gonna know your coaches forever. Like they're almost more than just coaches. It's almost like they're family, and that's what you guys have built. And it was really really special to watch you guys, and it was just something that I know you guys will remember, but also like us people watching it. Like we had almost 100 people in the library
Oh,
watching it. It was
that's pretty
almost a good thing, maybe a good thing you guys didn't know that it would have been added
cool.
pressure. But
Yeah.
what is I'm gonna go into more of these like funnier questions I have. What do you have like a favorite post meet meal or something you like to eat? Obviously, you're trying to
Yeah.
watch your weight, but like, is there anything you like in particular?
Anything fast food or ice cream.
Yeah.
Or actually, no, hold on. Mexican. I got Mexican a lot.
Did you? We need to know. Did you get Mexican after you won?
I did not. I actually had McDonald's
Hey,
after I won.
there you
So,
go.
but it was
Well,
like 10 o'clock.
true, and you were like not in St. Genevieve
Yeah.
where you know, some of the prime Mexican restaurants around here are. Who's the toughest person to go against in the practice room, or somebody that you just like point out like they're always just so tough to go against? Or you like see them compete and you're like, I really would not want to go against them.
Yeah, well, I don't wrestle Anna or Keely in the wrestling room.
Yeah.
I'm small. But I always I know that whenever I wrestle like my cousin Isla or probably Lily, or Haley, just any of them, they're strong and they know how to wrestle, so it's definitely a good experience when I get to wrestle with them.
Yeah. Obviously, do you have any like kind of early seeds for next year? Obviously, it's hard to picture another great goal. Like you can't really go much better than state, but do you have any like personal goals you want to meet for next year's wrestling? Or have you not really thought about that yet? Obviously, you probably haven't because it's obviously the season just ended last week, but is there anything you have in mind really?
Well, I guess there's always the goal to win again. But nothing much more than that for high school season. I know I wrestle during the summer for freestyle stuff, so I'd like to do well in some national tournaments.
How does your summer wrestling kind of work? Like, is it very similar to a high school year, or is it more like just kind of like almost like an AAU wrestling, if that makes sense?
Yeah, it's more like AAU wrestling. It's not as, I wouldn't say it's as intense as high school season because you don't have to go to practice every day.
Yeah.
Usually I go like 2 days a week to a club. And then you just kind of pick and choose what tournaments you want to do, really.
Probably less stressful as well for you, knowing that there's not like a state title on the line. Yeah. Did it kind of overwhelm you, like the state tournament? Like, did it seem overwhelming that there was so many more matches going on? And did you ever feel like, hey, there's probably like double or triple the amount of people that are usually watching me? Like, did you ever feel like overwhelmed at all?
Not really, because last summer I went to some big things, so I've been kind of prepared knowing I knew it was going to be big, so I kind of knew I'm kind of used to that big environment, so I was ready and prepared going into it, so I wasn't really too overwhelmed.
What is kind of I'm going to end it with this question. What was kind of your favorite like meet you went to besides the state tournament? Like what do you think what wrestling match made you like the best prepared for state?
Well, probably my district finals. That gave me a lot of confidence because I thought the girl I wrestled in the district finals would probably be the girl I would wrestle in the state finals. But
did she end up being or no? She didn't.
She ended up losing.
And that's just like that proves how crazy it is at state. Like we were watching people and it's like you think this person's gonna win, but all it takes is one bad match and you're out. Like you really have to go undefeated to win. And that takes a lot. And it probably also like you guys are probably each wrestler's probably like watching their people in their group to see who wins and who doesn't. And you're like, if that person wins, you're like, oh, I know I can beat them. Like I've already beat them. And that, like you said, that probably gave you a lot of confidence. So that's great. Well, I appreciate you coming on, taking time out of your class to do this podcast with me. And good luck for the next 3 years. We know you'll do a great job. So thank you, Lexi.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening to the Down to the Wire podcast, your weekly podcast that brings you all things sports and more at St. Genevieve High School. We upload weekly podcasts and hope that you will return for next week's exciting episode. Everybody have a great day, and we will see you guys next time.